Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So I'm watching if Ethereum might be in a breakout. It obviously broke previous resistance quite sharply. It's now currently correcting, which is not too much of a problem at the moment. We're just looking at, is this a proper breakout? So far from the internals and targets, it has done what it needs to do. Posted earlier on Telegram that the target would be 1880. Let's just double check that again, but it came, I think, to that level. So we measure the wave 1 and 2, and then we had the 1.618 extension. Need to go to that low. Yeah, 1888. No, 1888 what it was the target, the 1.618 extension. So it could very well be that we finished third wave rally. So the 1 done, the 2, the 3 off wave 3, and we are now doing our wave 4. And this is now the moment of truth, because measured against the high of 1888, it now needs to hold a fourth wave. If we then get a fifth, I think that would again increase probabilities that the low is in. Again, there are never certainties in these markets, but if it now holds the 1844 level, this is the critical level, right? I mean, it's now reached the ideal target for a fourth wave. That is typically the 38.2 retracement at 1855. From here, it could now start, or if it goes a little lower, 1844. Below 1844, again, it would increase probabilities that it will break down. But so far, it's looking okay. Yeah, it's looking okay. And ideally, it's holding 1844. Just thinking, is there another possibility? Possibly, if we're looking at this as a diagonal, a leading diagonal, a wave 1 and 3 waves, then the wave 2 here, then a wave 3 in 3 waves, possibly, because it's not the clearest 5-wave advance. The wave 4 could then come down a bit deeper. So that's the fallback option, that we might get a diagonal pattern, but I'm currently going with this. So in an ideal world, to get a nice impulse, a reliable impulse, it's holding 1844. That doesn't mean that below that all breakout options are gone, but they will reduce in probability and it will become less reliable. So if we go below 1844, then this 1800, basically $1,800 level, 1802 is relevant, because if it breaks below the wave 2 low, then the movement to the upside is sort of, it's probably gone. That's what I would want to see, holding above that level. Yeah, so to keep the upside pressure alive, holding above 1800 or 1802, that doesn't really matter so much. And ideally, it's holding 1844. Now, again, if not the $1,800 level is the fallback, should we now find support here in wave 4, what would be the target for the fifth wave? So let's measure that as well. Target for the fifth wave would be measured by taking the length of 1 through 3. I will go all the way down to, let's measure it from the current low, because you never know how low it really goes. But against the current low, we've got targets at 1931, and then 1951, and maybe even 1978. So these are the 3 key targets for a fifth wave. 1978 would be quite a strong extension. I could imagine if Bitcoin finally finds it running shoes that Ethereum could do that. But the ideal length would be sort of between 1931, 1951. Yeah, 1901 possible, bit too shallow. Yeah, it would be a little bit too shallow. But let's see. These are the FIB levels that we need to look out for. Possibly all the way up to the 1-to-1 ratio, but that would be already an extended one. Yeah, and this is sort of where we are currently with Ethereum. All eyes need to be on that 1844 level and then 1800. And if that is, it has been carried by volume, this advance, which is good. Yeah, and possibly a few of the short sellers stops were triggered. That's what we highlighted before. Now we need to see, can we hold a reliable fourth wave, get the fifth? That would probably then form a larger third wave. But then again, if you look at this proportion-wise, this here might become either in blue, in blue this might become a diagonal, because then the wave 3 should have a certain length, right? So again, watching here for different options, bigger picture, if the blue wave 1 peaked here at 1830, bottomed at around 1760, then we should see at least 1990 in the third wave to get a reliable third. Yeah, if we don't get there, then we might form again a bit of a diagonal pattern, but let's see, take it level by level. or the yellow 5-wave move here will become only the first wave of the third. So that's sort of the options that we can look at. But either way, against the 1717 level, as you know, I assume that a breakout is in play. So that so far seems to be playing out. It's just now the question, are we holding support? And what is a bit strange is Bitcoin isn't really moving. So I guess if Bitcoin was moving as well, we would get much more interest here as well. So that's a bit, people are still skeptical, including myself, because, you know, why is Ethereum moving, not Bitcoin? So let's see. Okay, that's my update about Ethereum. We'll keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.